So Secrets of the Mimic just came out a few days ago, and my lord, wow. I have a lot to say about this game. I currently have 16 hours of playtime as of recording this video, and the game has only been out for 2.5 days. But yeah, it's safe to say I've played a lot of this game. And after the nightmarish release of Security Breach, there's a lot this game could do right. So could Steelwool make it a miracle comeback, or will they succumb to the same things they went wrong in Security Breach? Firstly, there's something that this game does that I think is such a massive improvement from Security Breach, and that is they've actually narrowed the story down, alright? It's not this big bumbling mess that was Security Breach, and yes, this video I'm going to compare these two games a lot because I think it's very important that we contrast these games to see how Steel will have, I guess, changed and the progression this, I guess, studio has made. And they've narrowed down the story and also the overall game. Security Breach, you all know, is a massive game, right? There's so much stuff and it feels very overwhelming, and the game couldn't even support all these new things that the studio wanted for the game, which made it a broken mess. With Secret of the Mimic, however, it's way more simplified. There's one building that isn't this big old superplex thing that is massive and has 59 million rooms. It instead has just like, I think it's 20 rooms in total, but each room is filled with detail, and going from room to room, your game won't crash immediately. Sure, there's the loading times that will take when you actually put in the, I don't even remember what this thing's called, the device to turn stuff, but I'd rather that happen than me going to the new location and the whole area being broken and my game crashing around 5 seconds later. So I'm really happy that this game did take a step back and really focused on fewer locations, but locations that are actually filled with detail and are actually runnable on majority of software and hardware. And even with the fewer rooms, the game still feels jam-packed. I mean, it's nowhere near Security Breach in terms of scale, but it still has a bunch of stuff to explore, and the fact that there's less bugs and less overall things that can go wrong, I think is a massive improvement from Steelwool to have done this choice. Next thing I have to say is the chases. I mean, these back in Security Breach resulted in chases that were really underwhelming. I mean, let's just look at the first chase from Security Breach. You see big scary monster and you run away. There's no, I guess, cool stuff. It's just you run, and this isn't bad, but there's no stakes. Let's compare that to Secret of the Mimic. This time around, there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, some chases will have the animatronic, let's look at the Jackie chase, literally reaching out for you, breaking the surroundings that you are trying to run through, and it makes everything way more tenseful. There's also many other examples like the Big Top chase. It's not called Music Man actually, it's called Big Top, yeah. I don't know how I know this, but I do. The Big Top chase is fantastic. I mean, you get this massive entity that's chasing you down this tight hallway, and then it literally starts punching the ground trying to pick you up. I mean, just overall, what a fantastic premise for a chase. And it was executed very well. I think we've come a long way from security bots in Secret of the Mimic. I'm actually, there's a tear in my eye right now. I'm gonna quickly brush over the lore because I don't want this video to be an hour-long lore analytic video. I just want to be very broad about it. I haven't gone through every single text log this game has. I'm very sorry if those lore theorists out there are disappointed. But what I've read so far and what I've seen, this game's lore is actually brilliant. I am going to right now get into spoiler territory, alright? I'm going to spoil one of the 3 endings and the secret ending at that. So if you don't want to be spoiled, please click off the video right now. I'm giving you 3, 2, 1. If you're still here, well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna spoil it. This ending is located in David's room, which is Edwin's only child. You place down his first ever toy, being the Tiger Rock toy, and after this, the big mimic entity comes out from the closet. The entity is actually going between different bodies, which also, that's so cool. I love how the animatronic can, I know that's what his whole thing is, but seeing it actually happen was awesome. You then have to read it a bedtime story, and after this, it goes to its bed and says, "I love you," and deactivates. This whole scene actually made me cry. Like, I genuinely teared up. Like, just hearing it say, "I love you," and then just giving up, just deactivating right there, was such a good way to conclude the Mimic story in this game. This ending in particular was very emotional, and I'm not just saying emotional endings are good endings, sometimes they're not, but the fact that it made me cry. Like, I never thought I would ever cry in a FNAF game, but this brought me close to tears. If I wasn't already crying, I was close to. I then want to get into the animatronic designs and how unique they are. I mean, we have the you know, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, cool. But this game doesn't have any of them. Okay, technically at the end, in the secret ending, there's a little bit of them, but they're not there for literally the whole game, all right? But instead, we get these really cool looking designs that I would never have thought that we would get these designs ever in FNAF. But here we are, and look at these things. They look insane. I think my favorites from this game is Tiger Rock. I mean, first of all, this boss level is fantastic. I love how they've utilized Tiger Rock, and instead of Vanny, because I'm going to compare these two because they're very similar in their mechanic. They appear and they disappear. Okay, very broad, but character-wise, they're different, and let's not get into that because that's a whole video on itself. And I love the fact that they use Tiger Rock's ability to warp and teleport to make a whole boss fight where you have to run toward the light, and if you don't get toward the light quick enough, you get jump scared. Such a simple concept, but done perfectly. And then there's the moon boss level, which is secret. First of all, you can't get this in just playing the game normally. You have to actually explore and find a secret area called the retail showroom. Then you have to input a secret code, and this will access the undercraft of the mansion. This moon boss looking thing is terrifying, okay? Like, look at it. I've never seen a more unsettling animatronic, and the sounds it makes, it sings a lullaby as it chases you down. Like, that is terrifying. I know I've said the word terrifying at least 50 times in this video, but I'm sorry. I'm just very passionate right now, and sometimes I say the same stuff multiple times. It's a bad habit, I know, but yeah, we're gonna keep going. I love this boss level. It's fantastic. The whole area being this undercraft, this dungeon, it's so different, and I love it. It is genuinely such a cool looking area, and getting chased by this boss thing, wow, just wow. All right, I'm gonna get into some things that I thought this game did a little bit poorer on. And first of all, the gameplay. It's a little repetitive, all right? I'm not going to say they've done anything crazy in this game, gameplay wise. It's very similar to Security Breach in terms of you run, you hide, animatronic chasing you, all right? It's not like a Poppy Playtime where they add new mechanics here and there. It's literally just running from the animatronic. There's a new feature which you have to actually move your controller's joystick to actually open stuff, or your mouse, like you have to move it. I think the feature is good. I like the fact that you can actually now move the actual controller thing you're playing on. It gives the game more engagement, but I do think it was a little janky, and especially on the puzzle things. These like lava puzzle things with, you have to like change the cogs. I thought the whole moving the mouse became a little janky, and it felt a little odd to use. All right, it can be fixed in a patch, I would hope, but that was something I felt that really deterred from my overall experience, especially in the big top boss fight. I was raging at 4 o'clock in the morning playing this boss because I kept dying because I couldn't move my mouse. It would not physically move. Now, first of all, this is subjective. Some people might like the new animatronic sounds, and if you do, leave it in the comments. I will check it. This is just my opinion, and that's just it, I guess. I felt that the jump scare sounds are not good. I don't like the new sound effects they've had ever since Security Breach. The loud, like screaming, like really high pitch isn't my cup of tea. For me, I really do like Scott's Sister Location jump scare sounds the best. And those games, I like the deep sounds the animatronic have. It really feels like they're this big mechanical beast. And in this game, they're again just loud sounds, like loud high pitched sounds that sound like your younger brother screaming at you because you took his control or something, stuff like that. I would really like if there were deeper sounds, like some really, like, it actually feels like a 8-foot animatronic mechanical beast is chasing you. Like, sounds like that. This isn't a massive issue. Again, these things I'm bringing up aren't big of an issue, which again, really does show how much still will have come, because Security Breach was a massive issue. But this game, there's a lot of good stuff that they did. I will just say that. But yeah, I'm just gonna end the video here because I feel like I've gone long enough. Overall, Secret of the Mimic is a massive improvement from Security Breach. I do believe Steelwool are only getting better at making games, and I cannot wait to see what they have in the future. And genuinely, I think that there's a lot of good stuff to come from the Five Nights at Freddy's universe in terms of the games. If you have enjoyed this video, smash a like, and if you are brand new here to the channel and enjoy the content, then consider subscribing as well. I will try and post more videos in the foreseeable future about this game and about more FNAF stuff. But yeah, until next time, take it easy and goodbye.